Friends, this video is about the meeting of an ancient Indian king by the name of Shalivahan and Jesus Christ in the northern mountains of India. This has been narrated in an ancient Indian text by the name of Bhavishya Puran. Friends, after Vikramaditya, a well-known king, traveled to the heavens, many kings took over the thrones. From Kapil in the east to Sindhu river in the west, from Badri Shet in the north to Setuband in the south, the country of Bharat, which was bound in this manner, had 18 states. In all these states, the languages were different, and several different religious leaders and kings. After about 100 years, as the news of loss of Dharma spread to the neighboring areas, some of the foreign invaders came to this region. This was the region of Aryans. And crossing the Sindhu river, as also some people came through the snowy mountains in the north. They came into India and had wars with the Aryans. And they went back to their countries after looting the wealth and women of the country. During these times, the grandson of Vikramaditya, that was King Shalivahan, took over the throne. He fought over and won the Shah, China, Tatar, and several other countries. He punished the barbarian kings of Bhalik, Kamrup, Rome, and Khurasan countries, and took over their wealth as a punishment. He established rules for the Mlechas. Friends, Mlechas I have already described in my last video. Mlechas are the people living on the west side of the Sindhu river, which is now in Pakistan. So the entire western countries, Middle East countries, the people living over there have been termed as Mlechas in ancient Indian texts. So King Shalivahan established rules of living for the Mlechas and Aryans in their areas of rule. The eastern side of Sindhu river was allotted to the Aryans, and the west of Sindhu was given to the Mlechas. Mlechas had been considered as impure communities in ancient Indian texts. Friends, once King Shalivahan went to the snow peaks in the north of India, in the home country, which possibly must have been Tibet or Kashmir, and met a fair-skinned, handsome, and pious man wearing white clothes. Seeing him, the king asked as to who he was. The man was pleased and happy, and said that he is Ishputra, or son of Ish, and was son of a virgin. I am the spiritual leader of Mlechas, and have taken a vow to be truthful. The king asked as to what was his dharma or religion. The son of Ish said, O king, when the truthfulness of the Mlechas has been destroyed, I have come to the Mlechas as a Masih or Messiah or messenger of the God. In the state of vicious pirates, a girl was born by the name of Isha Masih. Having ridden her of the Mlechas, I have become a messenger or a messiah. The dharma or religion that I have spread among the Mlecha community is like this. As a first step, one must clean both the body as well as the mind and make it absolutely clean and adopt complete truthfulness and justice. Then you must meditate upon the God with Vedic mantras. create the focus of mind, and pray to the God in the sun. Because there is a similarity between the God and the sun. Just as God is immovable, and so is the sun. The sun attracts the five physical elements from all directions. Saying this, Isha Masi dissolved in the air, but I got this ever clear image of God in my heart. The God who works for the welfare of all. And therefore, my name has been established as Isha Masih. Friends, understanding this, King Shalivahan bowed to the man and established him in the Mlecha state. Thereafter, the king returned to his kingdom and performed Ashwamedh Yagya, and he ruled for 60 years. Then he also went to the heavens. Friends, this is a short description of the meeting between King Shalivahan and Jesus Christ, who is also known as Isha Masih. King Shalivahan ruled in the time period of 78 to 102 CE. This is also the era of Jesus Christ, and this timeline confirms that the meeting must have taken place. This is also corroborated by the commentaries of Stephen Knapp. Although he has mentioned these as prophecies, but in the original text of Bhavishya Puran in Sanskrit language, this is mentioned as itihas or history. Some people say that Jesus Christ was actually never there. He is just a piece of imagination, but they are wrong. The mention of Jesus Christ in ancient historical Indian texts confirms that what is stated in the Holy Bible is correct. To the extent that he must have traveled to India to learn ancient Indian sciences, and because of which he must have developed powers to perform miracles, which he did in his own country, and thus grew a massive following. Also, truthfulness is one of the founding pillars of Hindu religion, Sanatan Dharma, and this he specifically mentions in his conversations with the King Shalivahan. Friends, these two videos, the first one on Adam and Eve and Noah, as also this one on Jesus Christ, are both from ancient Indian texts of Bhavishya Puran, and both have been mentioned as itihas or history. Friends, we shall continue to dig into ancient Indian texts from India, and we will keep bringing amazing knowledge to you all. Therefore, keep watching our videos and do like, subscribe, and press the bell button.